Hey guys, and welcome. This is Ultimate. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Tarkov, doing a shoreline run. Not very expensive gear, but see what we can get to help us level out here. Sometimes there's a scav that likes to spawn up the road. We'll check that out first. I don't see him so far. There's a crate up there. Might as well go get it. I'm debating it. Yeah, we might as well. Sometimes it's best to let your hatchlings and your high-speed soldiers here just go ahead and do their runs real quick. Let them start some of the gunfights. If you pay attention to the gunshots and the explosions, a lot of times you can tell where in the map the action is starting, which can be helpful if you're just trying to run through, maybe avoid some action, grab some quick loot. Maybe you've had a couple bad runs and just trying to rebuild some cash. Oh, I always forget that's there. Oh man. Okay. Now we're gonna jet. I do believe tunnel is gonna be my tunnel is gonna be my extraction. Pure boat, fairly certain is glitched. I haven't seen it work for me yet since the wipe. But rock passage is kind of hit or miss. I know from certain higher elevation areas in the map, people have said in the past that you could tell if the green smoke is there. Which I mean that's a perfect plan. Not typically my plan, but I usually go for the solid extractions, the ones that have no exclamation points on them. As you can see on mine, it'll be just tunnel is listed. Excuse me. This map does not have a lot of extraction points for PMC. That's one thing I wonder if maybe should be addressed in further updates. What it does is it tends to really bottleneck all the PMCs into one area while trying to escape. And this seems like a really cool area. I come here a lot just to kind of grab my bearings real quick and see if there's anyone mistaken enough to run through the valleys, which is just a sure way to getting shot. I wonder if, you can't climb yet, so I imagine that is going to be something in the future that they've mapped in to where people could take an advantage. I don't like going in the valleys, but this is going to take way too long for you guys to run around the edge. I want you getting bored on me. Now, of course, I could have went straight to the shoreline, and probably run into some scavs. But it's, in my experience, at least the last week or so, most of your PMCs and player-controlled scavs are beelining. They're picking up loot in the swamp or the village, and then they're definitely heading there to sit on the overlook areas and kind of wait for you to unsuspectingly walk by, And I don't know about you guys, but I don't mind snipers, but I hate being taken out over and over again by people I can't see. If they've got the advantage on me, I best just not go into their area. You know what I mean? It's the only surefire way to not become a victim by sniper fire. Now there's typically, I think, one scav that spawns in here. I had a really funny playthrough the other day. Well, I wouldn't call it a playthrough. I didn't make it very far. I was in a rush, and I did not equipped ammo in my weapon. So here I come in, just spawn in, geared out, ready to go, and lo and behold, I completely forgot ammo, and I was actually stuck in here, and the guy was trying to shoot me, and of course I'm running around with my little hatchet, you know, trying to figure out how to be effective, and I got a couple hits on him. I've noticed that the scav glitch is still in the game, to where sometimes if you run right up into their face and just start swinging, you can really get some good licks in before they can shoot you, or sometimes their shots will go through you because you're so close. Played in my favor, but ultimately I did get dropped. So that was definitely a learning experience there. What is that? Sorry. Now I don't see any evidence that the scav was taken out, so either he didn't spawn, or he's walking, or he's AI controlled and he's walking down the hill. I've noticed the AI has gotten a lot more intelligent as far as like leaning in out of cover. Oh fuck. Well, I'll be. Oh man, he's gonna be mad. How did you get all this so fast? Okay. You know? Hey, I mean... Okay. How am I gonna fit all of this? 30 of 30? I wonder why he had that in his storage. He's got no ammo. Do that. Can't remove the stock. We win. Okay. That as well. Sorry guys, I've just caught me off guard completely with this one. I mean, his rig is bigger. He doesn't have any ammo for the 5.56 though. That's what really just does it for me though. Can't modify the stock in raid. You know what I can do Did I discard it? I bet I did too. You know what? Screw it. Let's see. 30, 30, 30. Oh, BP ammo for sure. Okay, guys. I think we're pretty much there. I don't really want to drop my WT rig. They're both good. I really don't see me fitting this rig and keeping any of the guns. I mean, I could fit it there. I wonder if the rig's probably worth more than that gun. Let's see. I still don't think I'm going to be able to fit the helmet. It's a cheap helmet. Fuck it. Oh no, we're good on PPS. Discard that, discard that. Oh man, I think we got it. All right. Consequently though, we're full of shit. And let's see. Good news is I got a pretty good headshot on him, so, or face probably actually at that. Let's see how far he got in those cabinets. He probably looted everything worth anything in him. T-plugs. I don't know how he didn't hear me coming up. That's the big question. Cricket, we're not even gonna bother with that. ES lamps we'll definitely take. Plugs we'll take. He had to have heard me. He didn't really get me at all. I'm just really making sure that there's no figurines or... Like, that's a bleach, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if you made it to the safe at all. Yeah, for sure. That would have been the first thing I hit, too. I wonder if he's a new player with a tri-zip. Seems like he ran AK, probably picked up an ADAR. I lost my gifted starting tri-zips pretty early on myself, so I totally understand the frustration. Buffoolery? If you see this, buddy, I hope you know that it's going to a good cause, bud. I kind of got the jump on you on that. Now. So he for sure took that scav out that I was talking to you guys about. It's usually a pretty certain spawn up here. Yeah. We're gonna get the fuck out of there. Feeling heavy. Oh, wow. I mean, talk about just coming right into a raid, right? You know, I was having a really good luck yesterday morning. I was kind of angry with myself that, you know, I wasn't getting some streams in. You know, I just told myself the minute I started recording or I went live, you know, my luck would run out. And lo and behold, I'd say the last 3 matches I played yesterday, all my success went out the toilet. So I guess it was a good thing maybe I didn't. But still, you never know how this game is gonna roll, how it's gonna shake out. Oop, I just saw someone. You know, normally I don't worry too much about being confrontational. I'm pretty confident in most of my firefights, but we've got a lot to lose right now, actually. That tri-zip alone, that'd be pretty good. I'm going to bait whether, you know, to keep it or sell it to Ragman. I'm still trying to build level 2 on him. So, we'll just have to see. I have to give that some thought. That's another building I usually go through and run through. If I start in the swamp or the village, I'll definitely run through the 3-story. Man. I should have... It won't let me take the muzzle device. It says I'm equipped. Can I not equip the silencer in raid? Slot is not empty. Slot is not empty. Oh, wow. Okay. Well. Learn new things all the time. I'm sitting here thinking, hey, pretty sure that silencer I picked up would be handy right about now. What do you guys think? Or if I get a cheeky headshot. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't gonna I usually try and take out him and the sniper on customs, just because I think they're dick positions. I mean, they've got to be, I don't know this for certain, I don't want to tell you guys a lot, but I'm pretty confident they're always AI controlled, seeing as you can't get down without jumping. And they just seem to always, I mean, you know, you'll run through 100 times, and they'll just never bother with you. You know, they'll be out of range, or, you know, you'll be aware of them and try and hide in a corner, or keep to an area to where they can't see you. But it just seems like that one time where you get a little bit cocky and you're running with a bunch of gear, you know, they'll be there. They will be there to put that bullet in you. I guess arguably that was a waste of a bullet too, because, you know, I can't really go loot him. Also, opinion, guys. I firmly believe that the last, maybe the wipe update or some of the technical updates, I can't really remember when I noticed the change. But the footsteps, right? You guys notice that? Like, they tampered with the audio. They had to have. My opinion. But I just noticed that my footsteps are a lot louder. Maybe not as precise either as they possibly were before. Like, I catch myself hearing my own footsteps and, like, flipping out, thinking, like, oh, shit, there's someone on me. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't actually tried any of the headsets yet, but I couldn't imagine if they loudened your own footsteps even more than you already do. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be rough. I get super paranoid as it is. You know, I'm sure a lot of you viewers do. But, you know, the last thing you need is tripping out over your own footsteps, thinking someone's about to run up and, you know, hatchet you in the back of the head. And, like, let's see if I can keep this bush line and find a spot where I might be a little ballsy. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about too a little bit on the sounds. Like, it's not so bad. I've noticed if you're on wood, like you're in a house. But, like, so I'll crouch. You can kind of hear it, a little slither, like he's sliding his foot. You know, realistic, I guess. You know, you're not going to be able to pivot like that without moving your feet. But it wasn't so bad on that hill. But, like, sometimes, let's see. I'm in a bush. Huh. Maybe it's not as bad now. I don't know. Could make a liar out of me. But, I distinctly have been killed multiple times. I know. Maybe the audio for the enemies isn't as, you know, I mean, maybe they don't perceive a lot of those little sounds that we hear as we play. I don't know. If you guys want to drop a comment, leave me some feedback on that, on what you guys think. But I definitely feel like as loud as I can hear it with my, you know, mid-tier headset, I wouldn't say that, you know, I have some Sony production, you know, rig going on, you know, but I definitely feel like it could be heard, and it could definitely be used as a useful tactic to know if someone might possibly be okay. So, for example, one of the last 2-3 games I mentioned where I did pretty bad, like Insta just dropped. I come into the server, one of them, and I'm in the village, the one not too far from Swamp, and I'm sitting there, and, you know, I drop in, and I'm being very cautious and quiet, tight corners, you know, I don't really want to push anything too much, and just kind of see, you know, where it rolls out, and I get into a building, maybe the second big actual building in the area, one of the wooden ones, and it has, you know, the full wraparound, like 2-3 bedrooms, and then it has the upstairs, right? I get up the stairs, and then, you know, I realize, okay, well, I hadn't actually been in this building before, and there's, you know, at least no duffel bags or anything to loot. I think maybe there was like cigarettes on the counter or something like that. It was simple ways to going upstairs. So the minute I realize that, I try and come back down, and I get flashbanged through one of the little attic windows. And if anyone watching is that guy, after I explain this, man, kudos to you, because you had me, for sure. But anyway, so this guy, PMC, flashbangs me. I see the explosion in like the white, but I was in mid-turn to head to the stairs, so it didn't get me. So I was like, okay, well, you know, he made a really good attempt. I could have been fucked, but maybe I can use this to my advantage. You know, normally I'm a kind of fight or flight person, and in that instance, I'd probably choose flight, because if he was, you know, good enough to just start throwing flashbangs he couldn't have seen very much of me, you know, then maybe I should run. Well, I heard him enter the house as I went out another door, and we played Ring Around the Rosie for a little bit, I think, around the house, and then he was waiting in this upstairs stairwell where I was for me to line up a perfect shot. I should have waited for him to come back down. You know, we had plenty of time. Map just started. I got impatient and didn't wait, and he took me out. You know, classic. I could have ran away. You know, he was the one trapped at that point. I had him in the house. He couldn't leave. When I did get to see him for a split second before he dropped me, he was geared. You know, I wouldn't have won, most likely. I didn't have BP ammo or anything like that, so. But wow, what a run! I'm sorry, guys, that wasn't more eventful. I didn't really expect all that to drop. Level 11. Oh man, that's right there with me, buddy. I feel bad. All right, let's see how much we got here. Do a little bit of quick sell. Some of you guys like that. If you don't, we'll go ahead and skip it. I'll try to leave in the comment to the timestamp to where you can just jump to the next raid. But you know, I like to see, you know, how much we get, kind of get a feeling. So definitely screwed up and dropped the stock. I meant to keep that in inventory. So other than ergo, which I know is, so his ergo is higher. My recoil is a lot. Well, that's probably the silencer too, huh? We'll keep it. You know, normally I've been in the habit of selling them. We'll keep it. Disregard my collection of Mosins, guys. I got into a little bit of a buying frenzy on that. I normally don't use them. A 203 key we'll need. I brought that in. Morphine we'll keep for the mission if I ever get to it. Bleach. Let's see. We'll keep all of our BP rounds. BP. BTs. I see no point in keeping bandages. See, PS ammo is pretty weak. We won't need that. Now I know a lot of these smaller items can be sold out and used to, or traded out and used for other things. I don't know. It's just not really my thing right now. Right now, I'm mostly trying to level up, and go ahead and put all those the same. Was I really one down on that? BTs. Okay, we got cord. bandage, don't see a use. That I just kept for the run. Get rid of the duffel. That's saving for a key gen. Or a key tool rather. Key gen. Let's see. Move some of that. Sorry, guys. Alright. Okay. ADAR. Get the MR. Throw that on that. I like the ADAR. I actually completely converted it as far as you could go into an AR or an M4. Had a blast with it, even though it was single shot. But I just, right now, I mean, $1 a round or so for the M855. The AK is, you know, it goes back and forth an argument between the AKs and the AR platforms, and really it's just a matter of taste. Yeah, the ARs are probably a bit more accurate out of the box, but everything right now seems to be cheaper with the AKs. I mean, they just drop in your lap more or less. Let's see, AKS. You know, I'll keep them right now. I like to have 3 or 4 on hand. Sell some of these Mosins back. Jesus. I did not mean to buy, like, one, two, oh, that many. We'll keep a good, comfortable 5. How about that, chat? How about that? Alright. Load it up. Got a tri-zip. Double check my bags. You know, I could sell this to like therapists, probably get more money, but everything I can I've been selling to the guys that don't give you the missions right out of the box. You know, 12,000. So maybe the other. Actually, I'm gonna stick it and say that the other helmet, he wouldn't have given me the 18. So I'll bet that was worth it. He couldn't have picked that up. He had to have bought that. I don't know why he would have bought that over some of the other choices, but halfway. Level 2, getting me some armor. Let's see. See if skier will do anything. No. Where are we at in Purpore? Purpore, we've already spent too much with you. Ooh, broke a mill. Broke a mill. That's always good. I jumped like 600,000 yesterday, so if we can get up to another mill today, I would be ecstatic. Alright, let's sell all this. Just waiting on a level for her. I should probably buy another stock for that. AK-74 in. We'll do that real quick. That's the least I could do, right? Get that one back rolling. Let's drop. Oh, that's right, you don't fold. Alright. Oh man, they're just sticking my rubles everywhere. Need a wallet. But as you can see, I've got plenty of space. I think it's ridiculous to go, oh, I do still have my tri-zip. Well, lost in the infinite storage, guys. Lost in the storage. But I don't see with all this much space. I mean, usually I just leave this space down here to like throw stuff to where I can sell it without, you know, losing it in all the inventory or shit. But I just don't see a need in buying a bunch of boxes so early in the game yet. Maybe when I have disposable income. Okay. Let's do another one. For me, it just seems like Shoreline in the mornings, guys. It's just... Did you do it? Oh, okay. Alright. Shouldn't have worried about the room key. I threw that in earlier because I was going to do a customs run and try and get the golden watch, but I'm really behind on my missions. I used to love customs, still do, but guys, I get so burnt out because everyone is trying to do all of the beginning quests, which a lot of them have to do with killing scavs and PMCs and stuff like that in customs, and I'd just rather let all those elitists get through, you know, get burnt through their quests, then, you know, get their money up to where they can just go buy labs cards, which you have to do now, and you know, we go run labs and factory and interchange and all the maps that I don't play as much. I do really like interchange, but it's really hit and miss for me. Sometimes I'll come in with like the scav pack, you know, like the big backpack, and I'll just go right to the computer room and just take everything I can. You know, if I'm lucky, I'll find like the CPUs or graphics cards, which I don't know what they are post-wipe, but I'm pretty sure pre-wipe they were like 30,000 rubles or something like that if you sold them to the medic. I'm horrible with the trader names. Probably won't do much editing on this, so I'll take this time to ask the players some questions. I mean, I look at you all as my equals, you know. So I'm a content creator and a player myself. I'm no pro. I'm not a ninja, a shroud, you know what I mean, a Pastili, you know. I can tell you some really great players of Tarkov and just FPS games in general. If you really want to learn, if you stumble across this video or like the video or whatnot and want to really learn some good tactics, watch Pastili. There's a streamer and content creator, Anton, at one point pretty early on in the life cycle of this game, he was one of the best players. I don't know if he still is. That might be Pastili or Veritas now. Veritas being the other one, of course. Guy's awesome. Cracks me up. Has a great sense of humor about it. Tries not... it may be editing too, but it seems like in his videos he really tries not to let things get to him. And I like that. I like to keep chill. No sense in getting too worried. I mean, pretty much, aside from this gun, which I robbed the better parts of the gun that I got last raid, and the bag. If I die, I'm really not losing anything that I didn't just more than gain and pay for. So, alright. Now, I'm super nervous to be in this little village again. Now we got to get to road to customs. So... try and hit a couple little jackets. A lot of this stuff's not worth shit anyway. It's better for bartering. Okay, guys, so 2-story house. I don't know if I called it 3-story before. But that's the windows that the guy flashbanged me through. And we ran around this area. And there's a door back there. And, a door on this side. And we literally, I got him trapped. And, this might suck. But, just to relive it, Pain, getting through the pain. Let me check this. So if I got something worth taking if someone kills me. We'll give him that, huh, guys? Alright. So, he had to have been over here by the car. Probably spawned on the hill. Not exactly sure. But I should have just waited. Let's see. Yeah, see, okay. The minute I peeked here, he was right there and shot me in the face. I should have, instead of strafing over, when I heard him running around upstairs, I should have came in, and just stayed right there. Yeah, he might have got me right there, but the minute he came down, it would have been toast. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get the F out of here. I think there is one jacket in here. I'll grab that. No, they all look the same. I have a hard time with that. But we'll get out of here and head. We'll follow the backside of the swamp, head towards customs, and see if we can't stop at the 3-story. Okay, I heard a gunshot. That sounded like it was over maybe by the hayfield. Didn't quite seem to be the tunnel. That was pretty far. So I know there's a PMC spawn in the swamp near one of the houses too. I've actually, and spawns in this game, have gotten bad, I think, with this last wipe update. I mean, they really should keep an eye on spawn locations for PMCs anyway. Because I want to say it's this house actually, which is considerably close to my spawning location, But I actually spawned in, and no shit, ran into one of those houses. I want to say it was either that one or that one. And I spawned in and just walked in the door, and there was a sport bag or something right there, like a duffel, and I just immediately went to open it on instinct, just start looting. Usually within the first few seconds you're safe. And no, guy walked in right behind me, and I'm pretty sure it was a hatchling actually, and I was pretty geared. And just took me right out while I was in the middle of dancing through menus. Horrible. Yeah, there's a chance that he was somewhere else and stocked up on me. He could have been doing what I'm doing right now, spawn out there and then walk the back. And Maybe he saw me run in. I doubt it. Me personally, I just doubt it. I think he spawned right on my ass. Which I've already, this is a post-technical update. We had one, I think, yesterday. And then there was been the 16th. And then we just had one this morning. You'll be prompted to log back in. Hope you guys remembered that password. But you'll be prompted to log back in. And then the game launcher will actually tell you once you log back in that there's a technical update and you'll be required to log back in. So that message probably should have came before the login screen to not scare people. But hey. Thought maybe someone got in my account real quick, changed my shit. Didn't recognize my credentials or something. I'm guilty of definitely still being gear nervous. It's you get some stuff. Either you earned it, you bought it, or you picked it up off the ground. Like I just did. But you don't want to lose it. But that you got to keep in mind, guys. You can't get frustrated. That's the core of the game that you like, whether you realize it or not. It's what you like about this game. I'm an avid Battlefield veteran. I've played every Battlefield extensively, and I can tell you as a competitive first-person shooter player and a fan of games like Battlefield, I'm never used to play. I buy all the Call of Duties, but I've never really gotten big into them. They're just not tactical quite enough for me. But like Siege and things like that, the reason that this game attracts you to it, is and mostly just two things. One is the gunplay. The gunplay and the customization. Oh shit, I heard you, bitch. He didn't see me, but he shouted. It's the gunplay and the customization. So, I've never actually seen a scav come this far up. That's pretty cool. I noticed they started doing that with woods as well. Okay, I don't... Oh, it's actually a 7.62 Viper. That's pretty cool. I hate the 3.66s. I mean, they're great rounds, but at the same time, it's just a giant pain in the ass. What do you got in your bag? When you go to put a 7.62 round in it and it jams. Ooh. Little trick, I don't know if you guys know that. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch that'll get worked, but if you move it around your inventory, I guess you could argue he could tell from the weight how full it is. Ooh, circuit board, you son of a bitch. Okay. Alright guys, I promised you though I'm going to get into some action though. We won't puss out like we did last time. We're gonna risk it. That's what I'm saying, part 1 and 2, sorry I got into that little gunfight, lost train of thought, is that you like the gunplay, the customization, the ability to make it yours, and that's what games like Battlefield 3 and 4 had to some extent. If you've ever played World War 3 from Farm Studios, it's a really good completely underrated game that unfortunately the fan base is getting tired of and leaving simply because I don't know. That's a whole other discussion. But it's ultimately a great game, and more people should look into it. It's still early access, I do believe. But you know, it's the customization. You want to be able to feel like if you're a gun nut like myself and most people that play these kinds of games, that you can, you know, experience that custom gun. You know, you want that AK that you picked up or bought to look different than the other guy's AK, or maybe even perform different from the other guy's AK. And in this game, they do every little stat. You know, to the point to where they're talking about introducing probably in the next big patch weapon jamming and making it more critical to swap out and change bad parts in the guns. You know, if you ever picked up a gun that's been passed around like 20 different PMCs, you'll notice that the little you know, integrity bar of the gun can get lower. You know, those will all affect the gun. So it's going to be kind of exciting. But number two, to come back full circle to my point, is going to be that you like the difficulty. Whether you admit it, and whether it frustrates you, whether you're just god awesome at this game, maybe you're just freaking Pastili on another account watching this, you know, who knows. But I'm telling you, you do. For better or worse, it kind of demands something of you. And that a level that no other first-person shooter is going to do. You know? This is one of the only games where the AI can kill me. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. I mean, that's not even like a really braggadocious statement like these days. Most people who play first-person shooters, I would argue to say that don't really have an issue with AI. You know, they'll tend to. That's why multiplayer first-person shooters are so popular. You know, everyone wants to hone their skill against other people. You know, we're bored at, you know, in the year 2019 of killing AI. We want to kill people, you know. Am I better than you? Well, let's find out. You know, bring it to you. So it's the challenge that you like. It can be super frustrating to the point to where I know I've gone from like 1 million and stash down to like, fuck, bud, I don't know, like 100,000 before. Especially trying to keep up with like factory and labs, thinking that if I just bought a shit ton of stuff off the flea market, that I could be a formidable opponent. Apparently, that's not how you do it. That's a good way to lose all your money on top of getting all your shit stole. And insurance doesn't work if they pick it right off off your body and drop it right back on the ground. Motherfucker. Oh, bitch. Get down. Oh, I need to disable my Windows key. Sorry about that, guys. Holy crap. About blackened my arm, didn't I? Where am I extracting? Oh, I got 10 minutes. Well, shit, fuck. That doesn't seem right. Damn, guys. I'm so sorry. Did I wander around that long? I really didn't think so. I thought this was like... Wasn't it like 40 minutes or so for this map? Oh, wow. This will be sad if I can't make it. Road to Customs. And this is how you get deaded real quick, right? Having to run. Nah, I don't see any advantage to that at all. I don't have anything hydrating. It tripped me out, guys. I'm on the roof and I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, you know, it's telling me, well, shit. It looked like I was extracting for half a second. You know, I'm not used to seeing that timer. I don't know, boys. Apparently my arm decided I just want to start bleeding again. Can we make it? Holy cow. Alright, guys. That was a close one. That was a headshot. Couldn't see him through the brush. got me good. That's unfortunate. Let's sell these, and we'll do one more, guys, if you bear with me. Actually, I'll do it in a second video, as I don't know how long it'll let me upload. So, alright, part 2 coming up.